Making our headlines today, Friday, February 13th, the Cayman leg of the Blue Belt expedition began today. The Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage hosted a Morning of Love mini concert, and parents still have time to register for the Department of Sports midterm camp. Good evening, and welcome to CIGtv News, your official source for the latest and most accurate government information. I'm Travis Webster. Making our lead story, a UK government-funded research expedition, also known as the Blue Belt Expedition, is underway in Cayman waters this month. 8 scientists from the Department of Environment joined the crew of the RSS James Cook today, embarking on a 12-day journey to study our deep sea environment.
Hi, I'm John Bothwell, one of the managers at the Department of Environment, and we're here at Georgetown Harbor this morning with our crew who are boarding the RSS James Cook. So today we have a number of our local DOE scientists who are going to board the research ship James Cook. It's a UK research vessel that's down doing a marine research expedition through the Caribbean, stopping in a number of islands. We're the third one on the trip, so everybody is raring to go and get out and get aboard the ship and start working to do research in Cayman's offshore waters where our teams normally can't get to. We're talking tens of miles offshore, so to work out there for several days straight is a really great opportunity for us. What the ship will be doing is taking observational data of seabirds, but also then dropping deep water cameras down into the very deep waters to do, again, observational data of what's out there, looking particularly at places like 60 Mile Bank and 90 Mile Bank, so to get a better understanding of the fish assemblages there, but also taking water samples and looking at eDNA, which is basically taking a water sample, running it through some very high-tech kit that they would have on board to look for traces of the genetics of the different fish or other species that have passed through that water recently. That's an effective way to look for things like the pelagic species, which, as you can imagine, being in the right place, right time to spot them can be a little tricky. We're actually coordinating with the ship ourselves to do some baited remote underwater video camera work, but doing floating ones at, say, the Northwest Point FAD, while the day before they're going to be there taking the water samples and doing other video drops there so that we can build up a picture of what is happening in Cayman's offshore waters, from just offshore where we can't actually work to far offshore where we can't do this kind of extended research trips ourselves.
The team will collect data on offshore habitats, coral reef health, fish stocks, and water quality, research that's critical to achieving the goal of protecting 30% of Cayman's waters by 2030. These findings will be presented on February 25th to key stakeholders, including Her Excellency the Governor, Mrs. Jane Owen, and Minister for Health, Environment and Sustainability, the Honorable Catherine Ebanks-Wilkes. Moving on to news from the Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage, love was in the air in the Caymanian Art Gallery, located at the front of the Government Administration Building for the Morning of Love mini concert. The Cayman Islands folk singers sung a few beloved classics, with vocals being enhanced by Ministry for Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage, the Honorable Isaac Rankin, and member for West Bay West, Mrs. Julie Hunter. Students from the Mary Martin Primary School also performed. And now for today's sports news. A reminder for parents, the Department of Sports' free midterm camp begins next Monday, February 16th, and runs through February 20th. The camp is open to boys and girls ages 8 to 16, with football and netball training daily from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Netball sessions are at the Truman Bodden Sports Complex, while football takes place at the Annex. Participants should wear proper sports attire, closed sports shoes, and bring a water bottle. Refreshments will be provided. Please note, there will be no camp on Wednesday, February 18th for the Ash Wednesday holiday. Register online at sports.gov.ky or scan the QR code on the official flyer. Time now for a weather forecast. Moderate winds and seas are expected over the Cayman area as a ridge of high pressure persists over the northwest Caribbean. Satellite imagery shows patchy clouds across the northwest Caribbean. Tonight will be fair skies with a 10% chance of showers. Temperatures will fall near low to mid 70s Fahrenheit. Winds will be east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. The outlook is for similar conditions through Monday. For local weather updates, be sure to visit the Cayman Islands National Weather Service website, weather.gov.ky, and follow their Facebook page for the most reliable coverage. If you're watching us on the CIG YouTube channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay informed with the facts straight from the source. That's all for today's news brief. I'm Travis Webster. Have a safe and restful weekend.